Hey everybody, welcome back to the OC podcast. I'm here with Galactic. Introduce yourself,
What it
bro.
do? What it do? Can you hear me? What's up? What's up?
All right, yeah, I can hear you. So
All right.
we're talking about Bleach and Dragon Ball Z. A little bit of Boruto, but not really like into Boruto because it's Boruto. I mean, there's not really anything to say.
Yeah, I'll go on Barto all day.
Boruto is whack, but
I love the show, but I really don't like the show. I can explain what I mean, but when we get to it, when we get to it.
I mean, Bleach and Dragon Ball Z are like the main topic, so we might as well go over like
All
Boruto
right, so you want to start
now.
small with Barto?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
start.
okay.
Let's start.
I'll let you tackle it first. I'll let you tackle it first.
Okay, so the anime. First of all, I haven't watched the anime since like the joint where Sarada thought that uh, where she thought Sakura wasn't her mom. That part.
Oh yeah.
That was, I think that was like the last like little filler arc that I stopped watching because it was so dumb. I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm done because it didn't make
I
any
mean,
sense.
that's fair, but that little fight at the end was kind of tough between
Her and the
Sakura.
Uchiha, the clone
Yeah,
Uchihas.
it was a good fight. That's only see that I'm gonna let you finish, but that's one of my points about Baruto. Let you finish.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So like that was the last time I watched it. I've been keeping up with the manga. Um, what's happening in the manga is pretty cool. I think they just started on the beginning, like the beginning of the arc with like Kawaki and everything. So I mean, we'll have to see. Um, I hope they do it right because the manga's actually it's decent. It's not like amazing. It's decent. Um, another thing about Baruto is that it's just I don't feel it as much as I was feeling Naruto. Like Naruto's not like one of my favorites. It's a good anime to me, but it's like it's not one of my favorites because I got into it late. So to me, it's just like a lot of other animes out there, like a lot of other shonens out there.
Hmm.
So yeah, to me, that's what it's like. It's not bad or anything. It's just I've kind of seen it before. Um, and then Baruto, I don't even understand Baruto's kind of weird. It's good, like the manga's good, but it's kind of weird. How are you 100 and some episodes deep and you barely touch the manga? Like how? And I understand that they're doing it like the manga instead of it being weekly, it's monthly, which is why it takes them like a decade to take that shit out. But like, come on now, like, and also like, how is it weekly? How is it not weekly? If it was weekly, um, the arcs in Naruto would be the arcs in Boruto would be way better, and there'd be like, there'd just be more. Uh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There'd be more hype. I think is what I'm trying to say behind the anime.
You think it'd be more like watchable, basically?
Yeah, it'd be watchable because I think the only reason why people excuse the fact that it's 100 and almost 200 episodes deep and it barely touched the source material is because it's Baruto. Like any other anime would have been thrown to the freaking stratosphere by now. Nigga, it would have been cut. It would have been cut faster than I don't even know. Have you heard of Redo of Healer?
No, I actually have not heard of that one.
Okay, so it was like the super dirty anime, and
Mm,
it had like rape and all this. It was basically like softcore hentai with plot and fighting. So
amazing.
three
Why would they do
episodes,
this?
three episodes, nigga. I'm not lying to you. 3 episodes in, the the studios that were showing it said fuck this and took it off of damn near everything.
Mm.
Damn near everything. They
As
just
they
took
should, as they should have done. Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know
It's
why
like
they greenlit it in the first place.
true. And the thing about it is that there's this another show that came out that was like it was what was it called? Interspecies Reviewers or something? And in like a couple episodes, just like Redo of Healer, it got booted. The thing about most animes is that if the show is too like bad, right? Like it's too disgusting and is basically porn, they take it off. But also, if it's not doing anything, like the show hasn't had any progress, like Baruto, they're gonna take it off. The only reason why it's still there is because people watch it because it's the it's like the new series of Naruto. It's the new series of Naruto. It's like Naruto Part 3 basically.
Essentially, it is Naruto Part 3, yeah.
So yeah, that's why people give it like an excuse to why it's still on. Cause no show on Earth could go 100 something episodes without touching the source material, with people being like, okay, without people being like, okay, this is whack, and everyone just stops watching. Everyone is like, a bunch of people are still watching it.
But okay, so this is where I'll say something, right? So here's how I see that.
Hmm.
Barto, sure, it's based off a book, but it's a regular show over there.
I know,
Like
yeah, that is true.
people watch it, and I'm pretty sure it has good ratings. I'm pretty sure people like it over there. This is a regular show, so it's not like how we perceive it. Like, oh, it's not following the manga. Oh, it's trash. Da, da, da. They are enjoying the show, so the show is still on the air. Period.
That is
That's for one.
facts. That is facts.
So, and then even so, as someone who does regret watching every single episode, um,
I still can't
if
believe
it
that, but sure.
weren't, it's like this is another one of those cases where if it wasn't called Naruto or wasn't tied to Naruto, it might have been a hit.
A hit?
It might have been. But since everyone's expecting this big continuation from Shippuden and all the reputation that Naruto held up, it's like it's doomed to fail. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they do to Baruto at this point, it's not gonna matter.
That is true. For some things, they can't outshine the predecessor. But like
And it
sometimes,
also doesn't.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Also, I was gonna say it also doesn't help that there's the simple fact that the show Baruto and the way the manga is structurally, we're about to get into slight spoiler here, so just a warning.
Oh yeah, true, true,
Right.
true. Because you're caught up too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the plot of Naruto again, except in reverse, technically. And when I say that, I mean the main structure. Like, okay, so we have a main character who has something in him that's gonna give him powers to make him stop some crazy threat, and there's this big group, of multiple strong individuals who stand in the way.
Yeah, they're basically the Akatsuki but less cool.
Exactly, they're doing the same thing over again. So if that's another problem, if you're repeating yourself, and this can loop nicely into Bleach, by the way.
Mm.
At what point does the content get stale if you're just repeating yourself over and over?
I mean, that is true. The content could get stale really quickly if you keep like repeating yourself like that.
And I think that's why they're implementing all this random BS into Baruto. Like, oh, they suddenly have like a McDonald's now, and they're gay. They play Game Boys. They got training cards, bro. The Orochimaru Pokemon card collection or whatever that episode was based off of. Like,
Mm.
this is not Naruto, but at the same time, I don't know what you came into this expecting. Like, did you want them to repeat the first Naruto? Is that all you guys want? 'Cause
I don't,
me personally,
I don't not like Boruto because it's repeat. Like I don't dislike Boruto because I want it to be just like Naruto. The thing about the second series is that it's not supposed to be like the first one. It's supposed to be a more evolved story, right? My
exactly.
problem with Boruto is just it doesn't do it for me. Like it doesn't do it for me. Um, a bunch of the filler arcs, they do remind me of filler from Naruto, but there
Mm,
hasn't been like that moment in Boruto where it's just like, damn, this is tough. Like, remember the movie that came out? The movie
yeah,
was fire, bruh. Oh my god, the movie was absolute fire.
the Baruto movie, right? The one where he was in tuning exams and all that, right?
Exactly, like the movie was pure ice, right? And
I would
then
argue, by the way, that they did do it better in the show.
they did do it
They,
better in the show.
they did it better.
They did do it
Yeah.
better in the show, but like the freaking movie was fire, and then it turns into whatever the fuck, and then it turns into the show, right? And of course, they have to pace it out so that it's not instantly there or whatever. Like Dragon Ball Super did the same thing when it came back, so it's not like uncommon. But the problem with Boruto is that I don't know, they just don't have that much to like build off of. Like he has to create something that's big enough for people to be like, "Oh, damn, let me watch Boruto." But the thing is, it's not even the original writer anymore.
Well,
It's
from what I understood, he came back, didn't he?
he came back to the show. He didn't come back to the manga. He's like
Well,
one of the directors on the show. So the show when it's like doing its filler arcs and stuff is gonna be better. But like
yeah,
yeah,
some of the filler
he's
arcs were
not
actually
involved.
kind of decent.
Yeah, the I've heard some of the filler arcs and they're tough. And the thing is they're not really filler. I just call them filler because they're not a part of the manga.
Well,
Um
that's basically what filler is. So they
I
technically
know, but to the to the show they're canon, right? Like
there's
they're basically
some
canon.
things that are just see, but the filler arcs in the show kind of make it inconsistent when they start doing manga plots. So I kind of don't count it.
Mm. Yeah, that is
For
true.
example, I think they did a filler right before they, because they're on track right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where they finally started. So they did like a filler before whatever they started, and Baruto and Sarada got their cheeks clapped, and then the next arc starts up, which is canon, and they're just randomly stronger. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Um yeah, the show just it's weird. It's definitely weird. I think they messed up with how fast they brought Naruto back because it ended in 2015, 2016 and it came back like a year later, right?
Yeah, I think something like that.
I feel like if they waited till 2018, first of all, there'd be more of the manga, so they would have more material, thus meaning less filler. And if they have less filler, it means that they they could be more consistent with the show, more consistent. Because like, yeah, you're right. Like watching Boruto was weird because some of it was just like, how the fuck did they come up with this? Like, why would Sarada randomly think, huh? My mom isn't my mom. Like, just because she saw a picture of someone who had glasses, Like I know there's certain traits that are hereditary,
No, no,
but the fact
no,
that
no.
she's
That's
one of the fact that she's one of the smartest people in the show, and she real
not,
life turned dumb as hell,
and that's how
blew
she got
me.
her Tomo.
Right, and that's how she got one of the things. I'm like, bruh, you told me you unlocked your Sharingan in the dumbest way ever. Obito unlocked it in a war when he was about to get his cheeks clapped. Sasuke unlocked it in the tuning exams. All right, you unlocked it on this weird trip around the land of fire because you thought your mama wasn't your mama. Like, what the hell? I
It
don't.
was because she finally met her father. But yeah,
Another.
which I guess
Hold on. I got beef with the entire Uchiha clan real quick. Hold on. Let's go to Sasuke real quick. This nigga is such a deadbeat that
he
he
just
saw
somehow
his
better.
daughter and somehow didn't realize that he was like, "Oh, you must be a part of the people, you know, those clones, even though you don't look like other clones." Chidori and like, nigga, what? Like, what if he actually clapped her
Hey,
and
bro.
was like, "Oh yeah, I met this girl with black hair and red clothes on the road," and Sakura's just like, "That's our daughter." He's like, "That's my bad." Like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Go to Orochimaru? Can you bring back my daughter real quick? No.
Reanimation jutsu. which
Come out
which
looking all
I
cracky and
believe
nasty.
they banned it, didn't they?
I mean,
Technically,
it was already banned before. It was one of the like forbidden jutsus. Orochimaru just doesn't give a fuck.
I think they just made it like a thing in the show. That
Yeah,
oh my god, we can't use the reanimation jutsu. I don't know.
yeah,
I feel
whatever.
like that's a plot point. I don't remember. But yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when Naruto first came out, I was like, yeah, because I really bangs with Naruto. So I really thought Baruto was about to be it. And it's not even that it's bad, it's just that I don't know. It's missing a lot of
Yeah.
things.
It's yeah.
That's what I will say.
It's
That's my
it is missing. It's definitely a miss on some points. Um
some things need to be addressed, some things need to be fixed. But one thing I tell you that they have down pat is them fights.
Oh no, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. The fights are tough. The fights
Like
are tough. The animation is super solid.
the
It's just
animation's solid at
it's
times.
it's just unfortunate with the story.
That
Like
all that's going to face.
yeah, it's just very unfortunate. It's like, ooh, this fight is tough, but they're gonna have a filler arc about hot dogs or some shit after this. So I
Mhm.
mean, like, ugh, I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
Um,
yeah, the Baruto's weird. Um,
it is. It's fine. It's fine. All will be okay.
I
Give it time.
yeah, I mean, it is definitely like a time thing, cause it's gonna. I know it kind of sucks now, but I have a feeling that when they go to like Baruto's version of Shippuden, right?
That's what everyone's waiting for, and I feel like
Yeah,
I'm one of those people
like
because
I
while I do
yeah.
watch this show consistently, I only watch it because I know that I keep hearing that the manga arc and all that stuff is really cool. So I just want to see what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, no
And
doubt,
I
no
just
doubt,
made
no doubt.
years.
Jigen, Jigen stuff. You'll find out. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
and
wait. You're caught up, so you know why he's tough.
I've seen him in action, bro. Not in action, but like on the screen. I was like, oh, this man has
Yeah,
you can tell when an anime character got the sauce to
that is facts.
him. When a dude got the sauce to him. I
Yep.
could tell by the way he acting. He's like, yeah.
Oh no, he gets more saucy. Trust me, he gets more saucy.
And not to mention, I know I've told you this, but I think Bartos, by the way, theme heat. Call me crazy, but the theme it has right now is heat.
I haven't been watching enough to figure out the theme.
Heat is fire, dog. I don't know. That's just me. Anyway,
Oh, the theme song.
yeah,
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but
that joint heat. But
Baruto's this. Oh, so this ties perfectly to what I was gonna say about Dragon Ball Z. So the main reason why people are so OC about Baruto is because it's kind of riding the leftover hype from Naruto, right? That's like the main reason why people love Baruto like they do. Even though, again, if this was any other show where 100 and some episodes deep, you're just now getting into the freaking manga. Like any other show, that would be a problem. But because it's related to Naruto, it gets like a pass. So what I was saying what I was saying about Dragon Ball Z, and especially Dragon Ball Super, because I caught up to the manga. Oh my
hmm
god, bro, nigga, if I told you the story beats of one part of Dragon Ball Z, I swear it will match up to every fucking thing this man has done since the 80s, bro. I'm not even joking. Like it's weird. It's so weird. So, this let me explain an arc. I'm not going to tell you what time it's from. I'm just going to explain an arc from Dragon Ball Z. All right? So, there's a villain, strong as hell. He's threatening to murder a bunch of people for power. Goku stops him by unlocking an insane amount of power. It's a close fight. Goku lets him live. The guy gets more power. They fight it out. Goku finally kills him. What arc is that from?
all of them, give or take.
And guess what? That is the literal same fucking story beat from the manga, bruh. The brand new shit. And this man is still doing it.
Listen,
Moro, right? There's this guy named Moro, right?
yeah, I know, I know.
He's the planet eater or whatever. He absorbs souls and he has magic and shit. Same shit happens again. Same shit happens again. It's not even like they tried to make it different. They're just like, yo, fuck it. I understand that most people watch Dragon Ball Z just to see Goku go off, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But
People
what
just
was
want to see
what? Yeah, but what was the main reason why people were hyped that Dragon Ball Z Super was coming?
more story, different plots. Maybe see new characters do stuff, not just Goku.
Exactly. Another reason why is because it was riding the hype from Dragon Ball Z.
hmm
If any other show did the same story plots that Dragon Ball Super did, it would get canceled in like 30 episodes because no one wants to see that shit over and over and over again. But because it's Dragon Ball Z, it gets a pass. That's what I was saying about Boruto is that it also got a pass
Yeah,
because it's related to Naruto.
it's just like they were talking about in Anime House, bro. The last episode, man, we don't like Barto. All he does is rise his father name.
Exactly, like, exactly. That's all he does. That's all he does. Like, and Dragon Ball. The thing about Dragon Ball Super, right, and is that it's heavily attached to like people's nostalgia from Dragon Ball Z. So when people watch it, they turn into like little kids again. But then when
Mm,
they think about it, they're like, "Yo, this shit is whack." Because what the fuck? Like, how is it? How many years since Dragon Ball Z ended in like 1995, 1996, and came back in 2016?
mm.
Nigga had how many years? Like 20? Was it 20? No, it
No,
was
sorry,
more
yeah.
than it. It,
It was a long time, bro.
it was a long. He had a couple decades, to come up with some new shit. Nigga was like, "Yo, guess what? It's gonna be the same shit, but it's gonna be blue." Guess what? No, 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 no. He didn't stop there. He didn't stop there. He's like, it's gonna be the same shit, but it's gonna be white. Even though I like Ultra Instinct because it looks tough, and I like Super Saiyan God because it looks tough. Super Saiyan Blue is whack. Um, but like the only arc in Dragon Ball Z Super that actually didn't have the same exact shit was the Goku Black arc.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only one where you had a villain who, even though he was insane, he was kind of a villain with a purpose. Because he was kind of Thanos. He was anime Thanos.
Even though,
Not
even though,
even though, yeah.
fuck them for doing my mans like that. Okay,
Oh
they
yeah,
gotta
the
do
way
my
he
mans.
got. Oh, Trunks.
Yeah, they got a body, the greatest of all time like that, bro. Turned him into bitch made nigga.
Yo, first of all, that arc. There were some parts where it's like, what was the point? What was the point of turning Trunks into fucking Broly just to have him get his cheeks clapped?
Right? I was hoping they were gonna make Trunks the legendary Super Saiyan. Like I was like, oh my god, he had the white eyes.
And
Whoa.
then he pulls up on Goku Black. Goku Black's like, nigga, do you see what my power up is?
He
Super
literally
Saiyan
just slapped
Rose?
him.
Fuck you.
And
Slap.
then only for him to technically get the final hit on the villain because somehow Trunks magically manifests a spirit bomb onto his sword. So. Like, what?
Yeah, yeah. There's again,
Out of
there's
desperation,
still
he learned how to do the spirit bomb.
yeah, there's still some parts of that arc where it's like, okay, Toriyama, slow your roll. But that was probably the best arc in Super. That no, that wasn't probably that was the best arc in Super because the Frieza arc, the Golden Frieza arc, yo, what RDC World said about like Golden Frieza, I was like, yo, that's so true. Cause his whole thing was like, oh, I never trained a day in my life. So you're telling me that because you decided to do a push up for the first time in your life, you are now equal or surpassing Beerus, the nigga who you actually were afraid of. Huh. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. Like, who thought? Like, how did Toriyama come up with that idea?
That's a cool idea. It's a cool concept,
It's a cool
but
concept, but the
they never
execution of
follow
it,
up with it. They never follow up with it. So it just it's like it falls flat because it's like, okay, cool, Frieza, you can do all this shit, but why aren't you on Goku's level? Why is Goku suddenly boxing you after the first L you took? Like, how is he able to match you in 2 seconds? Well, obviously he's Goku, but still, it's like he bragged about how he's never trained and he can reach higher limits if he just did, but they never
he
follow up
never
on
did
that
it.
after
He never did it.
Frieza.
And I don't remember. Did he turn into Golden Frieza in the Tournament of Power?
He did.
I don't remember
He
that.
did. He did. Just I think at towards the end he did.
Near the like last part where they were jumping Jiren, right?
Yeah, because he had to, or
Yeah.
else he would hold it.
Yeah, and then the Tournament of Power arc, the thing that saved the Tournament of Power arc was obviously Ultra Instinct. Um, the thing is that like everybody grew up since Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z didn't grow up. Like it's still the same shit.
I think if you know what kills me though, it's like, all right, Dragon Ball, you can do so many things when you come back, but you choose to do the exact same,
Hmm.
and look at where we are. You've done nothing. You've
Exactly,
taken off
exactly.
the airwaves for some random show.
What happened?
They got taken off the. That's why Super got taken off the airways.
You're
Some
lying.
show, the time slot. But that's
Damn.
it. Also, is promised for Super to come back though.
Mm,
So it's Come back.
I don't feel like watching Super.
I'll be watching just because everybody talk about the manga this, the manga that. I just
The
want to
thing,
see.
hold
I
on,
want
hold
to.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody who I know who was talking about the manga, like even like YouTubers and shit that I be watching, everyone was like, "Yo, the Dragon Ball Z Super manga is super disappointing." Because I read it and I was like, "Yo, this is super disappointing." Like I think Akira Toriyama just like he's like he's like an athlete who's won so much many times that he's like, "Yo, you know what? It's cool. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All I have to do is show up." Right? He didn't pay his dues, didn't take the time. He's like, "Nah, bro, I got this." Got bodied. Okay.
No evolution.
No,
No evolution.
no evolution. Got Nate Robinson. Um,
Okay, not Nate Robinson. Hold on.
nah, bro. You can't be an athlete and let a random YouTuber take freaking knock your ass out. I don't care if you're not a boxer. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but it's not fair. Hold on. Now we gotta talk about this because it's not fair. If I'm not gonna say it's not fair, but it's almost as if he was setting himself up because he didn't take any actual training. You know what I'm saying? And because he didn't take any actual, he didn't take his training seriously, and the other one happened to actually take his training seriously, it was a wash.
Yeah.
That
And the
shows
thing
you
is, also, Jake Paul's trying to become a legit fighter. So, like,
exactly.
but the thing that, okay,
What doesn't help Nate Robinson's case though is the fact that that man was talking endless shit.
okay,
He's the reason the fight started. He did this to himself. That's what doesn't help him, to me.
yeah.
If you
But
want to talk shit on someone, sure, but
you better be about that action, bro. You better be
about
about
that.
that
Talk about how you bout that action. You about to beat that man's. That man can never talk back to his kids.
action. Before they show him a Nate Robinson meme. Anyway, we're getting way off topic.
Way off
But
topic.
I was just trying to do a quick joke. But but like seriously, like Afro, a couple other people who I saw tweet, and it was like a while ago, and they were like, the Dragon Ball Super manga is super disappointing, and I was like, hmm. And then like a couple months later, I decided to read it, and I was like, ew, what is this? Because it uses the fact that it's Dragon Ball.
Now let me ask you this: would you rather the Dragon Ball Super manga or what's it called, Boruto?
Boruto.
That's interesting.
The manga of Boruto is better than the Dragon Ball Super manga, hands
Interesting.
down.
I
Like,
find that to be hilarious.
you find what?
I find that to be funny. Actually,
I know, and I hate Boruto. I hate Boruto. It's just that's how bad Dragon Ball Super the manga was.
hate is such a strong word.
Uh, I guess it is pretty strong. I guess I should say dislike. I
Oh,
guess
you go ahead and say you hate it. It's okay. No one
whatever.
really. No,
Yeah, it's
no one
whatever.
likes.
I hate it. Let's go to Bleach.
Ay ay ay.
Bleach. That's the next one on the agenda.
Another one.
We talked about. I mean, neither of us watch One Piece. We could just, if we wanted to, we could just make this the big three shonen talk. But
I do not like One Piece at all.
I mean,
Uh,
I
not that
heard,
I haven't seen it. I just don't plan on seeing it.
yeah, 1,000 episodes deep, nigga. You got me bad. Yeah,
Mm,
I'm not doing that. That's insane. The manga, I might get into the manga. I need to find a starting place because I'm like at episode 500. So I need to find that place in the manga and then just go from there. Anyway, but Bleach. Where do we begin? Um, let's talk about the first arc of Bleach because you were talking earlier about the repetition and how that like went into Bleach,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a
Yep. Yep.
difference. There's a difference between repetition and consistency.
Oh. Okay.
Cause it's consistently repeating. Uh,
All right. I thought you were gonna go some crazy,
because
thought.
no, because you're right. It does. It's Bleach's entire story is on fucking repeat. It's on loop because it started out. First of all, the Soul Society arc. I think in the first time we tried to do a take of this episode.
Hey, pause right here. Pause your recording. I'll be right back.
All right, all right. So Bleach. So we were talking about the first arc, right?
Yep. First art.
First arc. So the very first arc of Bleach, um, that has to be like one of the best arcs ever. Just by
Period. Yeah.
yeah, like the pacing, the story, the characters, um, how messy the situation was. Like everything about it was just like amazing. It perfectly introduced Aizen as a villain. Like it did everything the way it was supposed to do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but the problem with Bleach isn't the filler, not the filler. The problem with Bleach isn't that arc. It's the arcs after it. So
Yep.
after the after the Soul Society arc, they have like a filler, and then it's the woman dig. What is it called?
I
Woman
don't even.
woman whatever Mundo or whatever. Wegamundo. Got it. Um, that arc, bruh,
Yeah.
that joint was the evil version. They're basically supposed to be the evil version of the Soul Society, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with it is that, nigga, how did you copy and paste? How did you plagiarize yourself? Like, you did the same shit, right? Like, that's the problem that I said was in Dragon Ball Super. That it was on loop and it was on replay. And how I said the same thing with Bleach because that's how it was. Like the way they get out of situations in every arc is always the same. It's always some random shit comes and saves them. And
Well,
that's like an anime thing in most cases. That's like an anime thing.
yeah. It's usually the captains or somebody comes out of nowhere and has a change of heart, and you know stuff like that.
Yeah. But the problem with Bleach is that it's every fucking arc. Like getting away with it like once, that's fine. Getting away with it twice is like, ooh, you're pushing it a little bit, just a little bit. Getting away with it in every single arc for your entire show, you are crazy, nigga. You are insane. How the fuck do you do that? Where it's every single arc, you get away with the fact that some random shit pops out and saves something. Not only that, um, the Wagamundo arc had like the same story beats as the freaking Soul Society arc. It's one of his female friends gets captured because these anime hoes are weak as hell. Um, and after she gets captured, Ichigo's like, "Oh, let's go to Wegamundo." They get there. They have to fight this wild animal-like nigga, which is the same shit that happened because Renji has a snake monkey. Like what the I don't whatever. His powers in Bleach are weird and cool at the same time. Fights a snake monkey nigga, and after fighting the snake monkey dude, aka Renji, he fights a even stronger, silent, strong nigga, and it just keeps going from there. And then suddenly Aizen's there, and it's just very strange. Then like the next arc, the one where they're on the street, that was tough. That arc is tough because it doesn't follow the same shit that um the last
Well,
arc
I would
did.
say, you know, it doesn't. It doesn't. It that arc's more focused on the captains.
It did, yeah, it did focus more on the captains. And then,
Tsugaya
hmm
and all that. Yeah.
Bleach is just like it. I don't know, like it's very weird the things that happen in Bleach because it's like he had such a nice foundation, and he just
Mhm.
halfway through it was like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna whip out random shit, and it's gonna work because I want it to work."
I
You
feel
know?
like in Peach's case, though, it's mostly due to the fact that just for some reason, um, what's it called? You know, they made him do. They made him do more than he was supposed to, essentially.
They told him to work. He told him to stretch out his story, and they at the end they like rushed him to finish.
Hmm.
And yeah, that sucks. But the reason, first of all, the reason why they rushed him to finish was because the Fullbringer arc was so bad. They were like, "Nigga, you just need to get out Shonen Jump, because we can't take you out of Shonen Jump because you're too big of an artist. Like you're too big of an artist and too big of a person. That if they like took him off that very minute, there'd be like a riot in Japan." But they're like, let's let this nigga take himself out. You know, it's kind of the same shit that they did to what was it, Samurai 7?
Hmm.
They didn't like they like cut it from the magazine, but they didn't immediately cut it from the magazine because it was made by Kishimoto.
Yeah,
So so they were like,
that's one of my
yeah.
next recommendations or whatever. I'm supposed to be watching that one soon.
Did it get an anime?
No,
Oh, you're
I
you're
just
reading it.
no. I'm watching it. It's on
Oh,
Hulu.
what?
I just haven't seen it.
Haven't seen what?
Samurai 7.
Nigga, that's not on Hulu.
Bard it is, unless we're talking about two different shows.
We are talking about two
Because
different shows.
I'm confident one of the shows saved on my list is called Samurai 7.
Well, then someone copied someone because I don't know what you're talking about, nigga. Nigga, oh, hold on. Let me go on Hulu right now. Let me go on Hulu right now because the cap, the cap, bro.
Okay.
Samurai. I think you're. Oh shit! There is a joint called Samurai 7. Oh, bro,
It's like I
it's
pulled
a
that up my ass.
old show. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just think I pulled that out of my ass. No, I was
Yes,
told to
I
watch
thought
it.
you were reaching, my nigga. I thought you were reaching. Hold on.
My brother
Did
gave me a
I
list of.
hold on? Did I miss, you know, what the fuck it was called? Because I read it a while ago. I think it was called. Oh, it's Samurai 8. It's
Oh my
Samurai
god!
8. Wow. Wow. It's called Samurai 8. You were right. You were right. You were completely right. But okay, so it's Samurai
Nice.
8. and it got the axe, but it didn't immediately get the axe because Shonen Jump is ruthless when it comes to cutting like mangas out. Like they're hella
Mhm.
ruthless. Like someone could be in the middle of like the greatest arc of all time. They're like, hold up, nobody bought your volumes, nigga. You're out. Okay, because there's a bunch of like Shonen Jump stuff that was like cut just last year. There's a bunch of like titles that were just axed. Um, where is
It
it?
makes sense. I'm saying they expect a certain quality, a certain sales figure. It's like kind of like Fox, you know what I'm saying? Fox on TV. Fox,
I'm
the
yeah,
TV, they cut shows left and right. And that's just simply because not that they're not good, they just don't meet the quota. And that's unfortunate.
yeah,
Is it the smart to do as a business? Hell no. But
yeah.
what are you gonna do?
The thing about Shonen Jump is that it's very much still back in the day. We're gonna take a little bit of a tangent and talk about Shonen Jump real quick. But Shonen Jump is very much like I think that they still feel like they're still back then, like when people used to go out and buy magazines, right? Like there might be people still buy mangas, right? Like I have mangas. I don't have hella mangas, but I buy mangas every now and then. But I
Mhm.
usually read all my manga and shit online, right? So I don't. They're not really with the times per se,
I
and
mean, it's a lot of movies like that though. You can't really weren't not that you can, but like just a lot. There's a lot of companies like that. For instance, in the gaming industry, that would be Nintendo. Like Nintendo still has an online platform. They're just now updating their online platform, and they were using the same one since like 2007 or 8 or something like that.
yep. Like,
Like,
hold on, let me. I'm going through Shonen Jump right now to see how many good mangas they just like axed. It was Bone Collection, that was pretty good. Um, there was Guardian of the Witch. There was another one where it was about the struggle. It was like the struggles of a manga creator. I forgot what it was called. That one got axed.
mm,
They cut like a bunch of titles, and the problem with that is that all their top titles are are done. Like Demon Slayer outshined freaking One Piece, but then ended the same year. So that's dead. Oh,
mm,
Time Paradox Ghost Rider. That's the one. That joint got
yo,
axed. It sounds dumb, but yeah, it got axed. And
sounds like crazy shit.
yeah, it is. It is actually. It's pretty good. The problem is that they cut it out before it could do anything. There's like Zip Man. Uh, I haven't read that one. But there's a bunch of mangas that they just cut. And the problem with cutting so many manga is that now they're kind of in a bad spot. They're kind of in a bad spot because um why were they in a bad spot? They're in a bad spot because all the biggest ones ended. So
Yeah.
Demon Slayer ended this last year. Um Promise Neverland ended. What else ended?
See, I think another thing that they just I don't know. They
Ooh,
kind
ooh,
of
ooh,
rely
ooh,
on
ooh,
those
ooh,
animes
ooh.
that just
What else? What other anime? Uh, Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man like just ended not that long ago. And yeah, there's gonna be a part two, but you don't know when. No one knows when the part two is coming out. So it's like it's kind of a scary moment for them. I mean, the thing that I feel will save them is Jump Plus because it's completely online. So the manga creators can just like they can like take their time and there won't be like super crazy um waits between uh animes and shit. Like manga chapters and shit because they're not breaking their backs to put these freaking animes, these chapters out. Like what were some of them? Uh Phantom Seer, Spy Family, and Kaiju number 8. I think those are like the top ones. And all of those got like a couple million. I think Kaiju number 8 like destroyed like the bet. If you got the bet, I watched the video and someone said if you got the best years from both, from One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, and combined them, they barely reach half of how much sales Kaiju number 8 got.
Mm,
So, Kaiju number 8 is doing its thing. Is doing its thing. So,
good.
which is yeah, that's awesome. That's great. The thing is they need to bring more they need to stop cutting and if anime not anime, if a manga is slower paced, I feel like what they need to do is send it to Jump Plus. um it might benefit it would probably benefit them more to have they're more like open, like they have like a bunch of like they have to have like comedy, romance, school, like they have to have more variety. So anything that's like really slow paced they can just send to uh Jump Plus and they won't have to cut anything and they'll still get the sales and views and shit.
I mean, that's true. That's 100% true.
So
They could just rely on Jump Plus to extend what they do.
mhm. Because
But
again,
at the
Jump.
same
Hmm?
at the same time, another thing is like I guess they just need to like I don't know, be loose. They need to be a little bit more loose with these companies because if they're just cutting everybody left and right and no one can finish their shit, and then they're like, well, damn, we don't have anything to show. Well, no shit, guys. You kind of just fucked
Yeah, yeah,
yourself.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Because whew, man, they need to be way more lenient with these cuts. Like, I understand if
Hmm.
it's not selling at all, but if it's not, you can't expect every single fucking manga that you have to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah, we can't all be fucking Naruto. We can't all be fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly. So you need to have that variety. Like, personally, I don't fuck with comedy mangas. Like the only comedy like anime that I watch that actually gets like real laughs out of me is freaking Psyche K because that's just Psyche is hilarious. But yeah, that's like the only one like out of a bunch of them. All the rest of them are just like mm, to me. They're just mm. So that's why you have variety. Like there's literally a freaking bruh. There is a manga where there is a very strict, typical anime cop, right? And his
Hmm.
partner is a freaking dolphin, bruh. A dolphin. It's called Hard Boiled Cop and Dolphin. Dude, who the fuck comes up with this? And it's doing alright. But the thing is, people like it. So like, yeah, personally I don't think it's awesome or whatever. But that's the thing about having so many manga in one place is that you won't get bored. Like that's why Webtoon does so well because they have hella of everything.
Hmm.
They have romance. They have history shit. Like, why would I want to read history webcomics? Well, if I ever wanted to, they have it. And the thing about webtoon is that they don't cut. The author themselves have to like delete their shit. So, and another thing about these uh um mangas that were cut is that they could low key go to other companies. They
They
could
could. Well, I'm pretty sure there's some legal shit that has to do.
yeah,
But
yeah, they need to like I think they still might own like the IP or whatever, but they need to like regain the rights to still like have that shit.
whatever done.
Yeah. And then when they regain the rights and whatever, then they can go over to a new publication. Because yeah, Shonen Jump is ruthless, nigga. Like it just they don't give a damn. They don't.
Hmm.
Alright. So okay, we spent a little bit of time on Shonen Jump. Let's go back to Bleach because Bleach, um, it's a the problem with Bleach is like it's first of all it's repeating. Um,
Hmm.
and I feel like the main reason why he kept repeating the same shit is first of all it's because of Ichigo. Um, Ichigo's a horrible main character. It's just because, especially for the type of writing that shonen usually does, it's like yeah, it's fun to be different, but if you think of every single uh shonen anime out there, they all like every main character has a drive. There's never a main character that's just like meh. And if they are meh, they still want to do stuff. Ichigo's just like, I'm gonna chill at home, talk to ghosts, and protect my friends. Yeah, that's cool, but then your friends get snatched every 5 seconds.
Hmm. Like some
And
fucking just peach bitches.
yep, they get snatched every 5 seconds.
Hmm.
And then there has to be this big arc where he has to go find them and
Hmm.
save them.
And
And
then just bleaching. I think I mentioned this to you before, but just bleach in general, just like he always tries to like play these like mind games. But the problem with that is if you're doing the exact same
mind
thing
games.
every
Yeah.
right, if you're doing the exact same plot twist, or or not even because they're not the same. It's just like people expect a plot twist, so it becomes predictable.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest problem with Bleach.
That is also why Eisen remains the best one because it's just like, well, none of these guys are as good as him. So, you know, Eisen's plot twist was just wild. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
how
cuz
did
in
he
the
think?
beginning you thought he was dead.
You just thought he was R.I.P.
Like when you were watching you're like, "Damn, this nigga dead already? He's some
Mm-hmm.
trash." And then you see what actually happens you're like, "Oh, holy shit. That's insane."
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's stupid.
It is stupid. It is definitely stupid.
But, there's not much you can do about it because Bleach is already said and done.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Bleach is already done. It's finished. It's too late. Of course, the anime is coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back to do the blood war arc, and I hope he takes some liberties because I heard the arc wasn't that good in the manga. So you take some liberties and change something, make it give it a better ending.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
it the ending that it needs.
yeah. Because the thing is, Bleach, like I always will say, Bleach had the potential. After seeing that arc, there's almost no other anime that had me have that reaction when Aizen came back.
Right? Aizen coming back was definitely like the biggest moment of that point. Like it was just like, damn, dude really just did that, didn't he?
They'll
Like he
really
just
play with all of our lives.
right, he just finessed everyone. But somehow, some way, they fucked it up. They fucked up big time. They just, mm, you hate to see it.
You do hate to see it, man, but it's all right. That's all right because I feel like he's gonna redeem, not maybe not redeem himself, but he may he
Not
may do
redeem himself.
something.
I mean, I he made a different, um, he made a different manga, but it was like a short series. It was like a special thing, and it's called Burn the Witch. It had like a OVA or whatever. I read it. I didn't watch the OVA yet. I might watch it. But the problem with it is I see traces of Bleach. I see good traces of Bleach, and I also see bad traces of Bleach. And by good traces, I mean the art, character design, um, powers, all that stuff. Like Kubo, I can't speak on that. All that is fine. All that is perfectly fine. But like the bad shit about Bleach is that it's not that the main character doesn't have emotion. It's just that she doesn't have drive. Like again, like she doesn't have drive. We don't know. Oh, even though it is a special edition, so it just might not come back. But like if it was to come back, he needs to like flesh out her story more and give her a better backstory. He
I
needs to
think
he needs to learn from Bleach is what I'm trying to say.
he's a lot, and I really think he's really good at just developing side characters.
I feel like his main character doesn't need to be the most complex nigga on the planet. I just need the main character to have more depth than I'm Ichigo Kurosaki, substitute Soul Reaper, and I do this to protect my friends. Like nigga, no, I need more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Like, what are you doing? Like all of the best animes, the main character they have some sort of drive. Goku wants to get stronger. Naruto wants to be the Hokage. Asta wants to be the magical wizard Hokage. Deku wants to be All
You said
Might. He wants to be All Might with green hair. Um, like all these characters, they want they want they want something. Ichigo's like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good. I can just chill here. I don't need all that. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. This that splat.
mm-mm. We're not about to do that again.
And yeah, like Bleach blows me. Bleach definitely blows me. Um, you were gonna say so. How about you? You talk about Bleach. You talk about Bleach because you like Bleach.
I like Bleach. Let's say Bleach is an interesting concept to me. you know, I think there's a lot of things that he does right in the show.
Uh huh.
Honestly, honest to God, there's like a lot of things he does right.
Mhm.
For example, he has, let's say, I want to say one of the best supporting casts. Honestly, he has a lot of good side characters in Bleach,
Uh huh. Uh huh. Facts.
and a lot of them are written very well. Like for example, Gin. I think Gin had an underrated story, if you remember.
I don't like how he turned
Basically,
good dirt. I don't like how he turned good though. He said
you
stay where
don't
he
like.
was. Yeah, where he
What do you
was just
mean?
where he where he was just like, oh, I've been good the whole time.
Oh, you don't like how it just turned out that he was good the whole time?
Yeah, he makes a better villain.
I think it was a good twist though.
It's a twist, but it's like, come on now. You can't turn, you can't make every villain into a good guy.
But he didn't do that. If you remember Tozen, I was kind of heated because he wasn't a good guy. The black guy, that man was just cold blooded.
Oh,
He was cold because he his friend was obviously killed, so it kind of made sense. But at the same time, you know, I think here's what I'm trying to say. He gives a lot of his villains and characters that are not Ichigo a reason to do what
mhm.
they're doing. Like they at least have some type of explanation.
Yeah. Cause
You don't get
the
that with Ichigo.
yeah, that's the problem with Ichigo. Like he has no drive, bruh. He has no drive. He doesn't do it.
That's my man. So I guess I have to save him. Like, all right, cool.
Thank you. He doesn't do it because he's like, oh, this is my sense of duty, or purpose. Like I was reading the final arc of Bleach, and it was the part where dude was where a bunch of like where the Thousand Year Blood War arc started, and they were all fighting. Like Ichigo was just sitting in the corner, like he wasn't heated or anything. He was just like, that's tough, because he low key doesn't care. And then I think I told this last time where it was like it somehow turned into the dude like killed his mom, but he didn't actually kill his mom. It was some
Yeah,
dumb
because
shit.
he wanted to retcon it to make Quincy's a thing.
Yeah.
So he kind of made it sound like Quincy's were just not going to be a thing
Right?
with
But
Uri.
but the thing,
And, uh,
hold on. The thing,
hello,
um, with the Thousand Year
technically,
Blood War arc, the thing that blew me, right, is like, okay, so it's Quincy's versus everybody, but why isn't Uru like Uryu conflicted right now? Because the reason he's the only Quincy is because of the uh Soul Reapers.
yet he's
So
out.
yeah, he's helping Soul Reapers.
They should. Like, I wish I knew or Pete. What's it called? Like just like Red. I mean, the Thousand Year Blood War arc. Because I feel like Uryu should have been just a savage.
Either he should have been a savage or he should have been like conflicted. Like there has to be some sort of like moral ambiguity, because either way, in some people's eyes he's doing something wrong, but in some people's eyes he's doing something good. Because if he helps the Soul Reapers, oh yeah, he's helping his friends who's he's been helping forever at this point, but also he's going against his whole entire race, who are low key justified but not really justified, right?
Hmm.
But if he goes with the Quincy's, it's like, oh, he betrayed Ichigo and his friends, but also like there has to be some sort of just like, dang, either way, it's gonna suck for him.
Hmm.
Instead, it's just like,
Go over that in the show. I'm sure because
I hope.
it's kind of like a second chance technically.
Oh
That
yeah,
he,
definitely. What they need to do in the show is, first of all, take away that entire thing where it's Ichigo's fighting because uh dude killed his mom
well, I
slightly.
don't think they're gonna take that away because that's a big story beat that he came up with himself. So I don't think they are.
But
However,
the thing is that it retcons a lot of stuff and it makes everything stupid.
it does
What would have been
stuff.
bigger if it was instead of Aizen manipulating everything, it would have been him. And because he looks like the guy who was in he looks like Ichigo Zanpakuto. So it would have
If I'm
been
not
way cooler.
if I'm not mistaken, he is not. He not. He no. Um,
I
from what I understand, is Ichigo Zanpakuto is actually the Hollow Ichigo, and that other thing is just a manifestation of his Quincy powers.
That's why it shows up as the dude, because he's like the main Quincy.
Yeah, and that's why it's a theory I read, so it doesn't mean it's true. But also that's why White Ichigo or Hollow Ichigo was always like trying to protect him technically. Every time he got fucked up, he's the one that came out to try and protect him, not the other thing. And that kind of makes sense to me. Now, if they were to
That makes more sense.
go at it, if they were to go at it like that in the story, yeah,
Bleach would go out
that's what.
fire. Yeah, if they were to go like that, Bleach would go out insane. But like, I don't know. I feel like they're either gonna be they just need to do it like just right, where it's like the perfect amount of stuff from the manga, but they take out everything that made the last arc trash.
They need to do more Aizen because from what I saw, basically all they do is unwrap. They should make Aizen the finals. Yeah, I won't
He's
rest
back.
until Aizen's the villain.
He comes back after being erased. Honestly, Aizen obviously should have been the end. Um, Aizen just should have been the end of the entire show. I don't know why they told him to
Well,
keep.
that's because he was intended to be the end, so kind
Yeah,
of makes sense.
yeah. Aizen was definitely he's the martyr of the show. He was definitely supposed to be the last villain.
Mhm.
Like he was obviously supposed to be the last villain. I don't know why. I don't know what they told him to do, but they fucked the entire ending up because there's no reason my man's should have came back. That my man should have ended like that. Also, the last fight was kind of dry. The last fight between him and Aizen, like, yeah, it's like cool
Because
power ups and it
he
looks
just
nice,
came in and folded him. That's all that happened. So yeah, it was kind of dry. There was nothing really
emotional.
fantastic that to go down with it. He pulled out crack levels of insane power out of nowhere, and yeah, I think honestly, the full bring. Here's the thing about the full bring art.
Hmm.
I think logically that's where the story should have won, right? But sure, you fucked up on the villain and all that. They still could have done the Quincy's. I just believe personally that Ichigo shouldn't have gotten his hollow powers back.
He should have stayed a Fullbringer for sure. He should have stayed a Fullbringer.
And I say
Um,
that because it kind of just number one, it makes full bring stupid
yeah,
because
it makes it a
you
canon filler arc. Like it makes it
well,
so
no, that's
weird.
it is canon, it's canon,
It is
but like
canon, but like its impact makes it a filler arc, in my
it
opinion.
just so the impact falls weak, and I
Yeah,
say it doesn't fall weak, it falls flat. The impact falls flat
because it wasn't
because
the entire arc was to get Ichigo his powers back, but
mhm,
then when he gets his powers back, now he's a Fullbringer, Hollow, Quincy, Soul Reaper. None of that
it's not
makes sense at
it's not
all.
even it's just okay. So the big emotional payoff of him beating Aizen was, oh my god, you won't be able to use your powers again, Ichigo. Oh wait, Ichigo. We randomly been working in the background of this whole entire arc to get you your powers back. Why?
That's true.
He's
Also,
a substitute
why would
soul
yeah, he wasn't supposed to have powers to begin with.
just because he's cracked and OC. Like y'all don't really have threats. Aizen's gone.
Yeah,
I-
like they don't need him. They don't need him. That's the
if they
problem.
so here's my thing. If they had turned that into or if they had waited for that and they only did that shit because they knew Ichigo might be the only option they have left in the final Blood War arc,
Ooh, the
that would
1,000 year. Yo, I see what you're saying. So you combine. So what you do is you combine the Fullbringer arc with the 1,000 year Blood Year arc.
yeah, if the Fullbringer
So
arc was
like the beginning of that arc is Ichigo's. He's just living his life. But in the Soul Society, there's a full on war going on. They send someone to find someone who is strong enough to get his powers back. And then it's just like a ragtag team of everybody who's left over from the Soul Society who didn't get their cheeks clapped. And then
Yeah. Or
maybe,
Bankai stolen.
huh?
Or their Bankai stolen either. Because that's a thing in the Blood War arc where the Quincy's can somehow magically steal Bankais.
I thought it was they just like disabled them.
Or I don't know. No, I think they take them. They straight up take them. I don't think they use them, but they like, okay, so we'll just call it disabling them. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think they can use them. I just think they just take them and stop them from. It's like basically they seal them, right? It's like a sealing jutsu or whatever. But yeah, so that's the beginning of the arc, and then they're telling Ichigo what happened, and then they show us what happened in the arc, all the people dying, all like the Soul Reapers dying. The main dude, the head honcho,
Yeah,
uh,
he.
yeah, he died, and it's going through everything that happened, and then Ichigo's like, okay, and that would also give Ichigo drive too.
Yeah, because technically, oh my god, you know,
Like my friends just got their cheeks clapped.
friends, my friends in the Soul Society, that my Grim Reaper friends are dying, guys. I gotta go save them. You know, it would work.
Yeah, death
You know,
in Bleach is very
it
weird.
kills me to find out what the Blood War arc is about because, like, I finished the Fullbring arc and I'm like, okay, so they give Ichigo his powers back after it. Like, it undermines everything because the whole season or the whole Fullbringer arc, Ichigo's like, I don't really need my powers back. Oh, well, I don't need my powers back. And he gets his powers back because someone's fucking with his family or whatever. Blah 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 blah. They could have just had him become a Fullbringer,
And
become OC at
fight in the Thousand Year Blood War.
not even that. Not even that. Just have him become a Fullbringer because it's already established that his powers are gone. So have
Hmm.
him become a full, complete the Fullbringer arc, defeat those villains, have him live just the normal life, and for the last arc of Bleach, you don't see Ichigo, right? We're now tuned into the Blood War arc. We're seeing all the fights going down in the Soul Society. We're seeing what happens with Kenpachi. We're seeing this, that, and the third.
Hmm.
And then they're like, damn, nothing we're doing is working. So guess what they do?
They get
They
Ichigo.
get Urahara to make the sword with Ichigo. Ichigo comes in, Ichigo gets slapped up, and it makes sense to why then, bam, let's get Aizen. It would have worked.
Mm.
It would have worked.
Ooh, I see you, bruh. I see you. I see you.
But
I
you
see what you're
know,
doing.
I don't know. I feel like it's not even that what they did is bad. It's just like it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you brought back Aizen, it's kind of like when they brought back Frieza,
Mm-hmm.
and that was
Yeah,
lit.
because Frieza was completely necessary to Dragon Ball Z. Like they needed to bring back Frieza
Hmm. So if they
when
brought back Aizen, and it was like everybody, and then you could finally, first of all, not only would that just be tough to bring back Aizen, it opens up so many doors because it's like, what would his Bankai be,
mm-hmm.
right?
There's a lot of Bankais that didn't get to get shown off by the end of Bleach as well.
Right.
So I don't know.
So that could be the time where he's just like, here's my trap card, and he just shows everybody everything that they all have. That
And
would have
then
been lit.
some fucking crazy shit where he could just, he has the Mind Stone. He can just bend reality instantaneously. You don't have to look at his sword.
Right? Like that would probably be the craziest
He'd be the actual fucking
ending.
Thanos.
Yeah, it would be Infinity War. It would be Infinity War. It'd be
And he'd
crazy.
be a good villain.
Huh?
He'd be a good, and he'd be a good villain to end it on.
Aizen.
Yes,
Oh, he's like, oh,
he's
because
the great.
everybody's like, oh, we finally beat them, and then Aizen's like,
Yeah. So
yeah,
about that thing, I was trying to do,
become a god,
overthrowing the Soul King and all that. I'm gonna go do that now.
and then he tries to fight again. Like that would have been awesome. And instead of Ichigo being a Soul Reaper, he's now a Fullbringer. So he's at a disadvantage.
I feel like if he had both, no, because like I said, if they just give him his powers back, or they go get Ichigo as a full bringer, and maybe somehow make it so that the full bringer's on par with, because the way they were playing it up at the end of the actual thing is that full bring was just not even a comparison. All
Hmm.
right. If they make it so that he can just like somehow match up with these guys, that would be cool. And then
Honestly, what I think they would need to do is so Ichigo he lost his Soul Reaper powers, but he didn't lose his Quincy powers, right? Because he's still part Quincy.
yeah, they could also have given him Quincy powers. There's a
Yeah,
lot of ways they could have
they
went.
could have made him go on this whole training thing where let's say he trained with the
About
Fullbringer people so that he gets better at being a Fullbringer. He trains with Uryu so he's better as a Quincy. He trains I don't know. He does something. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. He goes back to Wegamundo, finds one of the hollow people, right? Like one of those half hollow people, the ones that look like
the
humans but they have the holes in their chest.
Iran cars.
Yeah, then yeah, them. He goes to them and gets training from them on how to use his hollow powers.
And I know the Iran cars do show up in the actual Thousand Year Blood War arc. Um, I know they do. So that would be interesting to see as well. You know, I
And
don't know.
then
Put me on the
and
team,
then
bro.
he combines those powers and becomes a full Hal Quincy, full Hal Quincy, for for
Mhm.
Quinn Quinn
The
Howlbringer,
full Quincy, bro. The full Quincy, bro.
the full
That's all he.
Quincy, and he can call it
Yeah,
whatever the fuck he wants it. I don't care what it is. It doesn't
yeah.
matter. All it has to do is
Have
be fire and just combine all three.
they could have a Dragon Ball Z moment. He's reached a level beyond.
A level beyond Fullbringer. He's the super Fullbringer. It doesn't matter. Just combine all three, get lit, have fun, you know, instead of
I didn't know this.
whatever the fuck that was.
I
Um,
didn't know this to rewrite Bleach, but
amen, amen.
it's crazy.
I'll be thinking about how to rewrite a ton of not a ton of animes. I've thought about how to rewrite not The Legend of Korra. That's
There's,
how
when you think about rewriting stuff, it does a lot, bro. I know,
yeah,
I know this for.
you do a lot at the end. But I think that's everything we have to talk. I have another topic, but I'll just save it for another video. You gotta do something?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I guess we'll film the next one after this. It's not gonna be as long though.
What's the next one?
Oh, it's on Avatar.
Ay ay ay.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Go check out his channel too at Galactic
Yes, sir.
Carnage. I think he's in my channel tab. So just go there. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
We'll try to be less ugly next time.
Oh God, you suck.